Kia ora, this program is brought to you by New Zealand On Air and Wellington Access Radio. Make your voice heard.
Kia ora, and welcome to Community Zone on Wellington Access Radio 783 AM. You're on with Yolanda and Jen. Thank you for joining us today. We've got a show full of great guests, including one of the winners from the Montana World of Wearable Art Award Show. We also have
Pepper from everyone's favourite Lyle Bay-based band, Fat Freddy's Drop, and he's a trombonist. He's coming in to talk to us about his band's world tour, which is kicking off and taking place in Wellington.
Lots going on in Wellington, and of course the Montana World of Wearable Arts show is taking place at the Queen's Wharf. You may have seen some crazy dressed up monsters or fairies by the water.
And if you did, don't worry, you're not hallucinating. It was actually something that everyone else could see as well, and it's from the World of Wearable Arts, who are doing promo stuff outside the building.
That's right. And speaking of World of Wearable Arts, we'd like to welcome into the studio one of the winners, Emma Whiteside. Welcome to Community Zone.
Hi guys.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, well, thank you, and congratulations. Which of the awards did you win?
I won the Shell Sustainability Award, which is basically your garment has to be made from at least 85% recycled materials.
Wow, so that's quite a challenge, not only to come up with something that's absolutely creatively stunning, but something that's made out of stuff that other people, I guess, have thrown away or don't want anymore.
Yeah, and it's all about trying to find new and unique materials that haven't necessarily been found before, that are just disposed of, and just finding them and making them beautiful.
So tell me the story of how your creation, well, perhaps if you could start by sort of painting a picture for listeners about because I've seen the outfit and it's quite stunning. Could you tell us about what inspired it and also how you got those materials?
Basically what it looks like for all you listeners that can't see it is...
it's the perfect medium for World of Wearable Arts, isn't it, really?
Very visual, yes. It's basically a large regal dress inspired by royal fashion. It's a giant hoop dress and kind of looks like one of those old Barbie doll cakes. It's covered in automotive radiator copper. If you've ever looked in the front of your car before, there's the radiator and all the zigzag little bits in there. That's what it's made out of. And I found all this material in the scrap bins at a company that my parents actually used to own. So I got that connection there.
Wow. It must have taken a lot of time to create that, because it's a fairly innovative, sort of inspiring idea to take this copper that's just been left lying around and used to be in the front of a car and turn that into a work of art, or a work of art that's wearable. So where did that inspiration come from?
Growing up as a child, I used to play around in the factory that my parents owned, and this material was always around and it always intrigued me. Just the smell of it brings back heaps of childhood memories. So when I went to the 2007 Montana WOW Awards, I saw all these amazing garments. I never expected to see such an amazing show, and I was really inspired to make one myself. I'm a design student at Victoria University. I do industrial design, which is sort of not really fashion, and it's got nothing to do really with fabrics or any soft materials. It's all to do with hard materials. So when I saw all these garments, I thought, what can I do with hard materials? And this copper material sprung to mind, and that's how I got there.
So you thought of the copper material, but how did you take it to the next step and decide on a beautiful hoop-type dress, a dress that you'd probably see if you think of the movie Dangerous Liaison?
Yes, that's the perfect way to describe it, actually, yeah.
That's the type of dress, they could have worn it in the movie.
Yeah.
How did you take it from that to the dress?
Well, in my second year of university, I actually designed some lamps made out of the same material, and they were sort of light shade, sort of basically, and it's the same shape as the dress. So I looked at those, and that sort of inspired me. Then I went to the library and researched lots of queens and royal families, and I found this queen in particular, and she was a very resourceful queen. She didn't like to waste public money, and she recycled her jewels and her crowns. So on her coronation, she actually created a new crown so that she could actually save money and recycle.
That's very forward thinking. So when was she around then? Did you say sort of 1800s?
Yeah, early 1800s.
Yeah. And it was Queen Adelaide, the name of your...
Queen Adelaide, yeah, and Adelaide in Australia is named after her. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah. So that idea of sustainability was around kind of way before we've sort of reinvented the idea of sustainability, I guess, really.
Yeah, just that resourcefulness,
Yeah, so is that something that was always with you, that idea that you wanted to create something which was, sustainable, or is that something that, has come through for your university course?
Yeah, I mean, as I grew up, I had never really thought about sustainability that much. But at Victoria University, at the moment, we're really pushing sustainability. All of the products I design, like appliance products, I always try and find a way of them powering themselves. So I just sort of automatically think of using sustainable materials, and it wasn't that much of a leap in my mind to do this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's wonderful to hear. It's kind of quite reassuring that that's what's happening at university level, that's what's being kind of taught at the moment, because it's the only future that we have. So it's very encouraging.
When did you find out you won, and what did it feel like, and what was it like to see your dress on stage at the Montana WOW Awards? It's being viewed by thousands and thousands of people worldwide. Sorry, I'm more excited than you.
Were you as excited as your language? She's American. I don't know if you've noticed that kind of.
I kind of like the show.
Yeah. It was okay.
I don't know if it's really sunk in yet. I've spent so much time talking to media and being interviewed. I haven't had time to sink in. But actually, one of the most exciting parts was when I walked into the arena for the first time. The picture of Queen Adelaide was one of the bigger ones on the entrance, and that was just so exciting. And it's one of the bigger pictures in the program too. And seeing it on stage was just amazing. It was quite funny when I first saw it. I looked at it and I thought that my mum was wearing it because she was my model when I was making it. So all I could see was my mum. I couldn't see this beautiful 20-year-old wearing it.
Did you tell the 20-year-old that?
No.
You told your mum that?
My mum's a very beautiful mum. Yeah, so winning it was just amazing. It was one of the last awards that was called out, and I sort of thought I'd missed out, and my heart racing had sort of stopped. I sort of phased out a bit. All I heard was "Quir" when they said Queen Adelaide, and I just didn't hear anything after that. I just knew. I just heard Quir and my last name, and then the spotlight came on me, and I realised, they must have said my name, so I'll get up now.
Congratulations. Now, have you already thought about your design for next year?
Oh, lots of people have been asking that. No, not really. I didn't even think that I was going to be entering next year. I just hadn't really thought about it much at all because I finished uni at the end of this year, in 6 weeks' time, actually.
Wow.
So all of my efforts are concentrated on that at the moment, but I'm sure I'll be back. Maybe in the circus section.
Ooh, that sounds quite interesting. Have you got ideas formulating already?
Yeah, a couple, because you're allowed to use more than one model in one garment. So I'm thinking maybe some acrobatics going on.
we are big fans of acrobatics at Community Radio here. Yeah.
If someone's listening to the show and they're hearing all about your dress and the Montana WOW Awards and still don't have a feel, how would you describe it to them, and why would you tell them to catch it this time around, or if they can't get tickets, I think there might be a few tickets left, why they should go next year?
Well, I mean, a lot of people think that it's just a catwalk model fashion show, but it's really not. It's like a whole theatrical extravaganza. It's like a circus. I mean, you've got lights and fireworks and acts in between each section, and it's just an amazing event to see. Yeah.
I want to echo that. The music at the show on Saturday was incredible. I mean, Stomp was there, Black Grace dance troupe from Auckland.
The South Pacific section was amazing. The music for that was so beautiful.
It was great.
It sounds very good. It sounds like, I don't know, are there tickets still available though?
I think there are a couple.
So if you really want them, then I guess you can track down.
There's 40,000 people going, which is pretty amazing.
You can definitely tell in the city that there's been maybe the amount of women has kind of quadrupled, and they've all got shopping bags. So I think the retail sector's done quite well out of World of Wearable Arts.
Yeah,
maybe the recession's over.
Yeah, well,
it's the biggest one it's ever been actually, and I think that because of the recession, people have been all resourceful and creating all these garments, something to make them happy.
I'll go along with that.
Wellington, the creative capital of the world. This year
have you made that up, or is that
I just made that up because Wellington is so creative. I mean, the music scene, the art scene, the writing, everything into design. But I think there were about 3 or 4 Wellingtonians that were represented as winners or runners-up. So
well done, Wellington.
Yeah, we had a lot of people in there.
Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah. Good stuff. So you're going to choose a track for us?
Oh, yes.
What are you listening to these days?
Well, my favourite thing at the moment is the new Min Wee CD. My favourite song on there is Waco. So.
Okay. Well, congratulations, and because you've won, we're going to play it.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
All right.
And that was Min Wee. with WAHO.
And thank you to Emma Whiteside for coming in to talk to us about her Queen Adelaide award-winning Montana World of Wearable Arts dress.
It was quite beautiful, wasn't it? And it sounds like there's lots of interesting things happening at Victoria University with their design course. I was really interested to hear that sustainability is kind of at the forefront, and they're just, whatever they design is with sustainability in mind. So that's quite cool. And a fabulous dress made out of old copper. I guess old copper has never looked so good.